The Syrian conflict began in 2011 as a part of the Arab Spring. Citizens demanded reforms, freedom, and democracy, but what started as peaceful protests quickly spiraled into a brutal civil war. Since then, Syria has become a battleground for multiple factions, including the Syrian government, rebel groups, ISIS, and foreign powers. Amid this chaos, civilians have paid the heaviest price. I am Mitali Srivastav, and today we are shedding light on one of the most pressing humanitarian crises of our time, the ongoing human rights abuses in Syria, a story of immense pain, resilience, and a desperate cry for justice. The Syrian government, led by Bashar al-Assad, has been accused of numerous war crimes. These include indiscriminate bombings of civilian areas, chemical weapon attacks, and systematic torture in detention centers.
ما لها داعي يعني فهمت علي؟ ولازم يعني يضربوهم بيد من حديد هذول اللي طلعوا فهمت علي؟ لأن احنا كنا مع نظام مجرم بائد. يعني ليش عم بيطلعوا وليش عم بيساووا هالفوضى كلها؟ وإن شاء الله ما في لا حرب أهلية ولا في شيء، إن هذول كلها عبارة عن فلول وأذيال للنظام.
Over 13 million Syrians have been displaced, with millions fleeing to neighboring countries and beyond. Families have been torn apart, children have grown up knowing only war, and the hope for a better future seems distant.
Regime driven from power following decades of brutal repression and after nearly 14 years of relentless conflict. Hundreds of thousands of lives were lost during this time. More than 100,000 people disappeared, and some 14 million were driven from their homes, often in the most atrocious circumstances. I have met many of them over the years, witnessed their despair and trauma as they bore testimony to the most serious human rights violations committed against them, including torture and the use of chemical weapons.
Just this year, watchdog organizations reported an increase in forced disappearances and crackdowns on dissent in government-held areas. Women and children are particularly vulnerable, with ongoing reports of sexual violence and exploitation. The Syrian people have shown incredible resilience, but their suffering must not be ignored. Families have been torn apart, losing loved ones to violence, displacement, or the horrors of detention. The infamous Damascus prison stands as a symbol of the regime's brutality, where countless individuals faced systematic torture under Bashar al-Assad's order.